Right, and we do see the base price on your screen right now where this custom controller starts at, and as you add things, then that's going to increase the cost just a bit. So you really have control over what you want to spend your money on with your custom controller. So I'm going to go ahead and build my personal ultimate custom PS5 controller. And again, let me know down in the comments what you guys think of it. So for the faceplate here, I think I'm going to go with a pattern. And we see all the different patterns. I know this one's going to be a very popular one, but looking at it, I think the one I like the most is going to be this one right here, the Eye of Providence Origin. I think that looks really cool, so I'm gonna go with that, guys, because my color scheme, guys, is gonna be like a black and chrome gold finish on this custom PS5 controller. So let's go with, again, the Eye of Providence for the faceplate. Let's move down to the D-pad here, and I think I'm gonna go with chrome color, and I'm gonna go again with chrome gold. Ooh, that looks sweet. Right, for the A, B, X, Y buttons, again, you guys know the color scheme already. I'm going with the chrome gold. Nice. Okay, for the logo, I can either go black or white. I think the black is gonna be better for my configuration. Okay, for the touchpad, I think I will go with a pattern because that's gonna look really nice. I was thinking of doing the Eye of Providence just to stick with the theme, but I think instead I'm gonna go with a different option. I could go with the chrome gold to kind of stick with the buttons. That looks pretty legit there, but I think I like the Blood Moon Raven better because it does have these kind of gold accents. It has the red and black in there, so I think that looks really cool and it stands out. So I'm gonna go with the Blood Moon Raven for the touchpad. Again, I think that's cool. Okay, for the share and option button, you know it, I'm gonna go with the chrome gold finish. Right now we're going with the decorative cover, which is this bottom portion here. Alright, and for that one they do have one pattern available. You can go with the wood grain if you wanted to, but I'm gonna go with the chrome again, and I'm gonna go with the chrome gold. That just looks sick right there. That looks awesome right there. That makes this controller really stand out, so I think I'm going with that choice. Now for the decorative ring around here, again, I'm going with the black and gold theme, so stick with black. Alright, for the thumbsticks, again, my option of black or white. Gonna stick with the black since that goes with the color theme I'm thinking of. Now with the thumbstick base, which is around here, the options are black, white, or chrome. So I wish they had a better picture of this, but basically you kind of see right there. If I choose the blue one, you see the base right there. So I'm thinking either chrome gold or black. So this one's a bit tricky. I don't want to overdo it with the chrome gold, so I might go with the black, you guys. Yep, I'm going with the black. So that's for the left one, also for the right base, going with black. Alright, so for the R1 and L1, you know where I'm going. But I do want to show you they do have a clear option here. So they have clear blue, purple, and sometimes they have some of these out of stock, like the clear, just the clear one. But you can see those options there, but I'm going with the chrome gold, you guys. So for the R2 and L2 triggers, I'm keeping with the theme and going with the chrome gold. That looks pretty good right there. So for the bottom of the case, you do have like some different nice options. You could do carbon fiber, wood grain. I was thinking either doing textured black. That helps somewhat if you have sweaty hands like I do, but what's gonna really help is the rubberized grip. So textured black or rubberized black grip, as you see right here. And I think just for my needs, I'm going to go with the black rubberized grip. I think it'll work better for me to prevent the controller from slipping out of my hands. Alright, finally the back buttons you see right here. We're definitely going to go with a nice color for that. So let's go with the chrome gold here. Wow, that looks pretty nice right there. Look at that. This controller is looking really good. Now, final option. Of course, you know it. I've played tons of FPS games, so it makes total sense for me to get the fast shots of digital buttons. So that's gonna enable the fast shots digital buttons for L1, R1, L2, R2 triggers. So definitely gonna check that box on. And there you have it, you guys. You see the total screen. Yeah, it's quite a bit to spend on a controller, but you build your own ultimate custom controller that you're gonna have for a long time, and you can show off this to your friends, or if you do videos on social media, it's definitely gonna stand out on your desk. So I'm gonna go ahead and add to cart. So on this next screen is where you put in your contact information as well as your shipping address, and make sure to review everything you've configured on your controller to make sure everything's correct. You do see some of the items here in the bottom. You see the colors and the different thumbsticks and so on that come with your controller. So make sure to double check on that before you click on order. And there you have you guys. Here is my ultimate PS5 custom controller from Hexgaming. So next I'm going to show you guys the finished product, but before we go there, make sure to subscribe to the channel because I have more cool videos. I'm going to do a review video on this controller as well as on the new PS5 Reflex Pro, so hit subscribe to check out that video as well. So here is the finished product for you guys to check out. Hey everyone, so my custom ultimate PS5 controller from Hexgaming finally came in, and here it is. I'm going to go ahead and open it up for you guys and show you what it actually looks like after configuring it with you guys on the website. So this is the finished product. Just go ahead and open it and take a look. Okay, and here we go. All right, let's take a peek inside. This is a controller that I fully customized on my own on the Hexgaming website. Let's take a look. If it looks as awesome as I think it's gonna look. Whoa, I already could tell it looks pretty legit. Wow, guys, this is marvelous. Wow. And the nice rubberized grips in the back here feel really good. Look at these paddles. So there's actually 4 paddles on this controller. So if you're looking for a custom PS5 controller with 4 paddles, not 2, then you need to look no further than the Hexgaming Ultimate PS5 controller. Here it is, guys, and in person it looks way better than it did on the website. So the finish here on the handles is a nice smooth kind of glass-like finish. Same goes with this area here, the touchpad, and it actually matches pretty good with the gold. So that's what I was kind of hoping for. It's got that red accent here with the black. And while this gold color looks pretty nice, you guys, it looks superb. And of course I configured this controller with the digital buttons here. So very short travel, and it's gonna have the digital buttons. It's gonna fire right away when I play games like Call of Duty or Warzone. Feels really good. The travel is very short comparing it to the original PS5 controller. Take a look here how much you have to press it down. On the Hexgaming Ultimate, I mean, you're practically firing as soon as you touch that trigger. Wow, really nice. So nice gold accents. Oh yeah, and these Egyptian hieroglyphics look legit. I mean, look at that. Very nice. All right, so one thing to know about this controller is that if you do go with a pattern finish for the front handles here, it is gonna be a very smooth kind of glass-like finish. So if you do have sweaty hands like me, it might be an issue, but I don't think it will, because where I'm gripping it right here, let's take a look at the back, you got this nice rubberized grip here. And I'm gonna go as far as to say that the rubberized grip on this Hexgaming Ultimate controller feels better than that of the Scuff Reflex Pro. So I'm gonna show you comparison side by side. So as you can see on Scuff Reflex, there's actually more coverage in terms of where you hold it. With the Hexgaming controller, it goes all the way up here, almost near the trigger. On the Scuff Reflex, it kind of ends right here and it's kind of pointed. And whereas the rubberized grip on the Hexgaming controller is all uniform, as you can see here, it's all uniform. Here along this edge, you can tell that there's kind of like some wear, and it's not from me using it because I haven't even had it that long. I think it just comes like that. So you have more grip here and it kind of diminishes towards the end. Once you get here, there's not much grip, and then again there's more grip right here. So yeah, if you can see the fingers moving here, it's much easier to move my finger on the Scuff Reflex than it is on the Hexgaming controller. And there it is, guys, just comparing these two controllers. Which one would you get just on looks? And of course this one has the digital triggers here, whereas this one does not. The Scuff Reflex FPS is not even out yet. You're gonna have to wait until 2022 to get it. So if you don't wanna wait, this is definitely an option, you guys. The Hexgaming Ultimate PS5 controller with the 4 paddles. So let's take a look at the back and kind of compare it to some of these other controllers I have here. So the outer paddles here are similar to the Hexgaming Rival. So the Hexgaming Rival only has 2 paddles. So if you're looking for a controller that only has 2 paddles, then the Hexgaming Rival is the one for you. And again, you can customize this controller just as well as you could the Ultimate. And the pedal is very clicky, as you can hear it here. Both very clicky. Now I have yet to try the inner paddles. These paddles actually feel very solid and they feel good. I have a bigger hand. These paddles feel good for the middle buttons. I'm actually gonna go as far as saying that I think I prefer this button layout for the middle buttons than I do with the scuff reflex. So on the scuff reflex, and I'll go over this in my full review for the scuff reflex, these middle buttons are kind of weird. As you can tell, they're kind of angled. And what ends up happening with my larger hands is that for the inner buttons, instead of me pressing it like this, I end up pressing it with the side of my finger like this. So if you can imagine, I'm playing and I'm hitting it like this, which is kind of awkward. I did get used to it, but some of you may have issues with it because it is angled. I would have wished they would have been like more flat. But the outer paddles on the scuff reflex here, these right here, these are legit. These are probably the best paddles out of all the controllers I own. So one thing going for the reflex are these outer paddles. I really like them. They seem a lot more solid than the Hexgaming paddles. So these are a lot more clicky and they have a lot more play to it. They kind of move a little bit more. It might even feel a little flimsy. However, you know, be assured that this is not gonna break because they actually have a stop here and you can't go further than that. So I think these paddles will work just fine, but I'm really liking the middle ones. These look like they're gonna work really well in game. These triggers, man, they're legit. So there it is, guys. Let's take a quick look at what else comes in the box. You do have your quick start guide. And in this little box, you have your additional thumbsticks. It comes with 2 larger thumbsticks, a concave, a domed one, and then 2 domed short thumbsticks. And that's all that comes in the box. It doesn't come with a cable, so just be aware that it does not come with the charging cable. So the thumbsticks do feel a little stiffer than the original PS5 controller, so a little bit more loose. And I've actually played quite a bit with the PS5 rival controller from Hexgaming, and these paddles work just fine, guys. I mean, they definitely help with getting kills and not having to take off your finger from the thumbsticks. Instead, you use the paddles. While using the scuff reflex, I found myself actually using all 4 paddles, so I'm kind of glad for that. Typically, when I used to use my scuff impact controller, I would just use like the outer 2, but these paddles and the scuff impact are very good as well. All right, guys, so let me know down in the comments what you guys think of my ultimate custom PS5 controller from Hexgaming. And remember, if you want to pick one up, I do have an affiliate link down in the description below. And make sure to use discount code ZadiusTech for 5% off your order. All right, make sure to subscribe to the video, see the full review. I'll see you in the next one.